Hello, my chemistry faithful. Video one of real chemistry unit number one, atomic theory. Let's get into the first video, learning targets and our assignments. Make sure we know what's about to happen. Okay, so first, the big idea, the overarching theme of this whole unit is that matter is made up of these little things called atoms. Atoms are made up of little things called protons, neutrons, and electrons. And then on top of that, to make things more complicated, the atom's properties and reactivity are all based on how many of each of these subatomic particles there are. The proton, the neutron, and electron are themselves subatomic particles, below atomic, below the atom level. Okay, good. Learning targets. There are something like 9 of these, so write them small. Ready? You can define the specialized vocabulary, so that'll be next video. We'll get into vocab. Explain how the model of the atom has evolved over time. There's many of them, and some of them are very important to us. Okay, especially the experiments that help us understand why they are what they are. Okay, I can recite the names and locations and properties of the 3 subatomic particles. We need those, and find the number of protons, electrons, and neutrons in a neutral atom or ion. And we use the periodic table to help us with this. Tell the difference between an anion, a cation, and a polyatomic ion. Definitely need to be able to do that. And we need to be able to identify and define isotopes and calculate the average atomic mass. Another vocab word, isotopes. We got 2 I words this unit, ions and isotopes. We got to make sure we can keep those straight. Okay. Then we got to explain how electrons behave around the atom to create colored light. Always on the Regents exam. And it'll be our lab. Explain how electrons are arranged in an atom or an ion. Where are all these electrons and how are they located? And then we got to be able to draw some pictures of atoms so we can show where all the parts are, and it'll help us later when we start taking parts and putting parts together, and things will make more sense then. So there are our learning targets for the unit, and here is the tracker. Now I put the tracker on the front page to make more room for you to be able to write all those learning targets down that I know I went fast for. You'll have to pause. I don't want the video to take 4 hours either. The tracker's still here. I want you to use it. I want you to get rid of that POGL number 1. That's an old artifact from one of the other ones. I meant to cross it off. There are 3 POGLs this unit. There is a lab, of course, flame test, which is mad fun. And then you see self-CASEL. I'm going to teach you how to create your own CASEL review assignment that you'll have to do. Then you will have to show it to me. You have to bring the laptop up, show me that you did it and the grade that it got, and I will give you full credit for doing it. But you need to do it, you need to do it your best and see what happens. Sometimes you get some old questions that might be curveballs to you, but I need you to see how you can use CASEL Learning to create your own review assignments for all of your Regents classes. And with that, I think we are. All right, see you next video for vocab.